Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Let's see. Here we go. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing all right. Let's see. Morning, Night Owl, Miko Wolf, Fred, Storylock. Glad y'all are here. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had to do some actual, my actual paying job, work-related stuff. And to do that, I had to sign in to another Google account, which screwed me up on this. So anyway, but yeah, glad you're here. Night Owl, I guess you did manage to beat Rune. Good morning, Brian. Glad you're here. So yeah, not really a whole lot planned for today. I didn't really have a lot of time to get stuff prepped up and get anything ready or come up with anything. But I've got an idea. And I brought all my tools in just in case. And so yeah, we're gonna see what we can do with something. Anyway, just want to say thank y'all for being here. It's been kind of an interesting week. We had first of the week. As far as work, not really much happened, but of course, the big news Thursday, we had the remnants of Hurricane Zeta come through here. Started actually late Wednesday night, and from Tuesday till about midday Wednesday, we'd had rain unrelated to that, and then Zeta popped in about midnight or so Wednesday. So we've had some rain, and fortunately, down in this particular area where I am now, we didn't really get any wind damage. There were a few limbs blown down, a few little things blown down around the house, but nothing that caused any problems. Back up towards where I used to live, there were actually a bunch of trees that went down and actually hit harder back up towards the foothills than it did down this way. But no injuries, nothing serious. Tyler Thomas actually posted some pictures on Twitter Thursday of where a tree had actually hit his house. So we're all glad that he's okay, that his family's all right. I know that's probably going to be a huge pain in the ass to deal with for a good while. But fortunately, it looked like it didn't cause too much damage. And then, of course, yesterday, the temperature started dropping. It was about between 15 and 20 degrees colder yesterday than it was Thursday. So that was kind of a shock to the system. And of course, this morning it's holding true. It feels actually like October outside, and I've actually got the little heater going inside here now. But yeah, it's supposed to be a decent weekend. Anyhow, let's see. Yeah, last weekend, I know I wasn't around last weekend. Basically, the long story short is I wound up staying up last Friday night well past my bedtime till like midnight, which is about 3 hours later than when I would normally go to bed, even on a Friday night. So that just threw me off for the whole. Actually, it threw me off for a good several days after that. It just wasn't happening with me after that. Plus, I had a bunch of housework to do over the weekend. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, I don't have anything new. Of course, I made my weekly trip to Walmart this morning. They didn't have anything new as far as locks or even interesting. I'm hoping this week, one day, I can stop by Home Depot, because I think it was Jeff Moss who posted a picture on Twitter the other day of a big clearance cart at Home Depot. It had nothing but locks on it, so I don't know if that's the case at the Home Depot that I passed by on my way home or not. I'm not really a Home Depot person. I'm more of a big blue store fan. But anyway, I'll go by and see what they've got. Trying to think of what else there might be. Thank y'all for, that's what I did last weekend. I edited that video that I made on making the lock display. And I used new software to do it. I'd never done it before, did it all on the laptop actually. And I used OpenShot, which is free open source video editing. And that's kind of why the audio and video were out of sync a little bit, I believe, because I was learning how to incorporate stuff and try to cut stuff down and everything. That was actually a little over an hour's worth of footage, cut down into, 25 minutes or so? So it took a little bit of doing. But I got some suggestions for some other video editing to use, and I'm going to give that a try for the next one. Night Owl, you are the second person I know to call it the Home Despot. Yep. Anyway. But yeah, so I've got a couple ideas for videos coming up. One of them I'm gonna talk about towards the end of this live, so don't let me forget that, somebody. But I think what I want to do today is a little experiment with that cheap door lock that I bought the other week from Lowe's, the Reliabuilt lock. And I want to see if we can do something with it. But anyway, let me go ahead and grab that. I've got a couple eBay finds that I got yesterday. They were actually really reasonable. Has yet to be seen if they're really good deals or not, but we'll see what condition they actually are when they get here. But I think it's going to be a couple of good videos and some projects. So anyway, we'll put that together. Got some stuff for later on the next few months. In fact, here the month of November, of course, with Veterans Day and Thanksgiving, I'm gonna actually have some actual time off, and hopefully be able to work on some more projects. And then, of course, December with Christmas and New Year's, got some projects for then as well. But anyway, good morning, Dawn. Glad you're here. And I'm actually kind of disappointed that Rune hasn't showed up yet. Rune would like this video, this idea that I've got. So let me get the camera turned around facing the correct way, so if You're averse to motion sickness. Look away now. I'm sure we'll have to adjust it again here in a moment. But you guys remember this? This is the one that I made. This is the old stand that I've used for a while, but this is that Reliabilt lock, and I've not done anything at all with it. Literally, after I got done with that live, I set it over here to the side and pretty much just ignored it from there. Let me try to get a little bit better angle. Let's see. There we go. And I wish I could get my light swung around here. This lamp on the desk is actually kind of broken, so I can't really get it into good position without it falling over. And I don't want to spend all day messing around with it. There we go. That might work. All right, so what are we going to do with this? Well, normally I would pick a lock. We've already picked this one. I think what we're going to do is some destructive entry. What do you guys think? A little bit of drilling just to see how it works. I've never drilled a lock, so this is going to be a great test to see if somebody with no experience can drill the lock out. All right, Don. Yeah, I'm talking a little slow today. Sorry about that. Yeah, normally I'm a little bit more energetic. I haven't had my coffee yet, as they say. Even though I don't drink coffee. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to... I think that looks about right. It's a 1/8 inch drill bit. We'll start with that. And you'll probably want to turn the volume down because the camera is right up there next to the lock. So let me read the comments real quick. See. All right, so let's see how this works. Doing this around the camera. Again, turn your volume down, and we'll get started. Maybe. There we
go. And I managed to break my drill bit off in there. Wow, okay. So that did not go as planned. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'm learning. See if we can use what's left of that drill bit for the bottom, maybe. Okay. Well, I see that now, Night Owl. Thank you. Like I said, I've never done it before. All right, let's start up here. All right, so that bit is shot. I happen to have another 1/8 inch drill bit in my kit. So let's go with that. Don't drill the key. Yeah, I see that now. Night Owl. Alrighty. Maybe I should go with the slightly smaller one to get my hole started, perhaps. Let's see here. Fred, I've said that about myself before. Especially when I used to have a really bad habit of locking my keys in my car. Yeah. Might help to use a centering punch first. Yeah, I don't have one of those. All right, so that's a little better. It's up there near the top. And with that broken drill bit in the way, it's probably going to make things even more interesting. Well, I did not, oops, sorry about that. I did not break the drill bit. Let's see if we can get a good close-up here. There we go. You can sort of see what's going on in there, maybe. So I think it's about time to switch to a larger bit to go up there. Maybe. See if we can go any further up here. I think I'm starting to hit, actually, I can see I'm starting to hit that broken bit that's in there. Yeah, Night Owl. Yeah, that broken bit's gonna cause some problems. Okay, a nail and a hammer. I guess I should have thought about that. Maybe I should have looked this up on YouTube. I wonder if there's anybody on YouTube who's ever done this. Well, that cranked something around, didn't it? Still not unlocked. I was trying to see if I could get that maybe loosened up a little bit more, but to get that broken bit to slide out. Yeah, Night Owl, that's exactly what I was going for. Let's get a better angle. All right, so this is the smallest screwdriver. And there we go. So apparently, according to Rune, that is the only way that you can pick a lock in Scandinavia. I probably so, but for me, picking might be just as fast. This was interesting, though, at least. I actually got it to where, well, I was going to say, maybe got it to where we could lock it back up. Yep. Yeah, it'll work. So we have successfully rekeyed this Reliabilt lock to a large flathead screwdriver key. And you just kind of have to twist it around a little bit and then it'll work. And yes, I think my drill bits were a bit of a problem. I don't think these were meant for metal. But again, trying to think like somebody who would just come in and, never have done this before. Let's see if I can clean some of this up real quick. That way I don't get any splinters. Metal splinters would put a crimp in the plans for the rest of the day, for sure. Let's see. because I do want to look at something. I do want to try to pull this guy apart just to see exactly what we hit on the inside, if we can get it apart. Just want to get as much of these metal shavings up as I can. You know, I've been told by a couple locksmiths that I've talked to that their go-to method of entry, no matter what type of lock it is to drill it. And I understand that, you know, like anything, if you do something more than you do something else, then you're going to be able to make it quicker. Or, you know, be able to accomplish your attack better, but I don't know if I would always do this. Kind of lost what I was saying there. Let me move the camera up here so we can see what we're doing. Pull that off of there. Didn't do any damage to the actual mechanism in here. Hang on a second, guys. I used my flathead screwdriver for something else the other day. And again, just minimal scratches actually to the knob itself, which again surprises even me. Get that guy off. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that the picked position, you reckon? See. Probably gonna have to tap this out. There we go. Alrighty. Now we can come in here, get real good and close up. And you can see, here's the plug. I mean, the housing actually isn't even really damaged, except for right back in here. That cylinder, I guess, where I came up and hit that chamber right there with the drill. There's still, let's see, there's some good scraping back in here. When I forced it, so my guess is, well, see, that top pin is still there, stuck inside there. So I'm guessing, let's see, this corresponding pin, yeah, it's sticking up just a little bit to get through there, and so that left that gouge there. See, they're not coming out. Got a couple pins here. So you got this one's unscathed, as is this one, a top pin. And this top pin's actually unscathed as well. Here's one that was not so lucky. We can see how far it drilled in. It actually drilled in fairly nicely there. Let me see if I can get better focus, perhaps. Yeah, not really, but yeah, this one's got a good little divot in it. 3 of the springs that popped out are all in good shape. Like I said, I've got 2 top pins still stuck in there. So now let's see what we can dump out of the plug. I believe that was the first pin. I believe. And in fact, we can see where, let's see, was that the first pin? Oh no, that's awful difficult trying to go back in there. No, that was the 4th pin, not the first pin. I think the first pin is pretty much long gone. I think I swept it up a little bit ago. But you can see here where I gouged straight up through the plug. And I actually went at it at an angle. That screwdriver end is, or the not screwdriver, the drill bit end is still stuck in there. But yeah, I can see the second bottom pin is still in there. I think number 3 will be in there until we melt this all down, which I'm not going to do on this video. And let's see. Now there's still some of that first pin in there. I can see it from the bottom right there. And then maybe that 3rd pin disappeared somewhere, or it's gummed up in there. But anyway, yeah, fairly cool. Let's see here. Well, hey, Rune. Glad you're here. See, just now going back over the comments. Give me just a second and I'll reset the camera, read over the comments. And we'll start to wrap this up. No, it wasn't going to be very long today. Alright, so let's look over the comments here. Go back to where I was. Alrighty, here. Yeah, Miko, they were, I believe they were just wood drill bits. I didn't buy anything specifically for metal, so, yeah, general purpose, craftsman, like Night Owl said. Fred, your truck had this key? I've seen that before though. A couple tractors. Yeah, Night Owl, I think all TSA locks will use a flathead screwdriver key, provided it's the right size to fit in the keyway. Yeah, Don, it was kind of brave for me to do that. Never done it before, never really had the desire to, but, well, I won't say never had the desire. Curiosity to see what would happen, to see how it actually goes. See, good morning, Pocket Women. Thank you for joining in.
basically what I did was I took the crappy door lock that I had a couple weeks ago and just drilled the cylinder out to get it open. Learned a few things for sure. Let's see. Yeah, good morning, Rune. Glad you're here. Like I said, this was, you're what you've talked about with locks over in your neck of the world. Drilling is the only way to get them open. This way, I definitely know picking would be quicker than drilling. Now, if I had some practice and maybe had the correct bits, then yeah, drilling would be just as fast as picking this for me, I believe. But picking, one of the things, at least over here, is, and I'm sure everywhere, but, for other people who might be watching this, for their benefit, of course, not damaging the lock and not having to replace it is sort of the first goal, to try to get something open. But it is a good, I must admit, this is something that I'm glad I did to practice, just to see, just to see what would happen. Let's see. Yeah, Night Owl, I wouldn't have bothered with a follower. The only reason why I might have ever bothered with a follower would be if I was doing this forensically, like from a crime scene or something, to take it apart just to analyze it. Of course, then you would want to use a follower, so you could identify exactly which positions everything came out of. But we're not doing that. We're just taking it apart to see what happened. I might take the housing apart just to see what happened up in there. But I doubt I'd find anything more. What I may actually do later is take the plug and Dremel slice it down the middle and see what I get out of that. It might be an interesting thing. I'm not going to do it right now. Let's see. Yeah, Ren, I imagine with the Rucos and everything that has, all that built-in drill protection, a regular drill bit wouldn't get you anywhere. You would need something, it just wouldn't work. So, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Don, I believe that probably, based on this experiment, I would say most likely, and I may be a little bit wrong, but most likely a Ruco would stand up to a drilling attack better than a Kwikset. So yeah. Anyway, this was pretty cool little experiment. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of that lock. Probably throw it over in the pile of stuff just in case there's something there that needs to be used in the future. But I don't really foresee anything needing to be used off of that in the future. I might just pop a new cylinder in it and put it back, keep it as a spare. But anyway, so anyhow, I am going to, like I said earlier, I've got a video idea for a holiday special this year. And every year since I started my channel, I've had this great idea for like a Halloween video or, you know, a 4th of July video, and I've never been able to make it actually happen. So what I'm doing this year is I am planning to do the 12 Days of Locksmiths. And in order to help with that theme, I need some help. Like I posted over on Twitter the other day, I need some help from y'all to help me fill in the lyrics for for the 12 Days of Locksmiths. I've gotten several suggestions, several ideas. I've kind of reworked a few of them a little bit, but what I need from y'all is to send me either in a Twitter direct message or an email, which my email is lockpickingpatrolman@gmail.com, in case if you didn't have that. Send me your ideas. Something, it doesn't have to make sense, but just as long as it's lock related and sort of in the theme and timbre of, the traditional 12 days of Christmas, then send it to me. Because I've got a really good idea, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it work. And anyway, I figured since I'm going to have more time in November to do it, then I'll actually be able to record it and get it done. So please send me your suggestions, Twitter DM or email, lockpickingpatrolman@gmail.com, and we'll see what we come up with. All right. Let's see. Miko, were you talking about me, my address, or somebody else on chat here? Let's see. Good morning, G Key Man. But anyway, with the 12 Days of Locksmiths, I would really, really appreciate y'all's help. And just send me your messages on Twitter or in email, and we'll get this put together. And I'm thinking it'll be a pretty good little video. Hoping so anyway. I've got time to actually work on it and piece it together. So anyway, so I guess that's about it. It wasn't going to be much today. I've still got actual paying job work stuff to deal with today, so I'm going to be tied up with that. I think since I did not get to last weekend, this weekend is going to be all about television and cuddling with the cats. They really missed me last weekend, and I really missed being able to sit down and just veg out for a while last weekend. So that's what I'm going to do most of this weekend. I might work on something else out here, and I will definitely try to be over at Jason's channel, for his live at least a little bit today. But also I believe that with the sad news of passing of Sean Connery this morning, I think today's going to be a good day to watch one of my favorite movies with him, which is The Hunt for Red October. I think I think that's in line for this weekend. So, anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. JWRM 22, good morning. We're actually just wrapping up right now. Yeah, if y'all don't follow Rune, go over to his channel and check out his Ruko school. There's always something to learn there. He has covered all kinds of stuff with Rukos and all these cool quality locks that we wish we could have here in the U.S. Those of us who know about locks. So anyway, but anyhow, everybody, hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. For those of you who do anything Halloween related, happy Halloween. Which, by the way, this year, I have to say this. If I was a kid this year with, COVID going on, if trick-or-treating in my neighborhood got canceled, I would be one pissed off little kid. And the reason why I say that is here we have, we have the perfect Halloween. Halloween is on a Saturday, so you basically have all day to get ready for it. You don't have to worry about getting out of school or, any of that mess. You can sleep in Saturday morning. You've got all day to get, the finishing touches on your costume just right. Okay? And then it's not too cold outside, but it's just chilly enough just to make it kind of spooky. And then also tonight we've got a full moon. Full moon on a Halloween doesn't happen very often. So we've got full moon on a Halloween. And then, at least in this area, this part of the country, world, tonight, we've got the time change. So, we can make up those hours staying up less, trick-or-treating. But if they cancel trick-or-treating, then, yeah, I would be one pissed off little kid. Anyway, so yeah, that sucks. Sean Connery passed away. It was actually just right when I was pulling in the driveway, started getting news alerts about it. About 30-45 minutes before I started live. So yeah, I think that's sad. I liked him. He was my favorite James Bond. I mean, I liked Roger Moore as well, but Sean Connery was my favorite. And also, again, loved him in The Hunt for Red October. It's one of my favorite movies. I've read the book like 4 times and watched the movie so much that I can quote just about every line. You've dropped enough sonar buoys to walk from Greenland to Iceland to Scotland without getting his feet wet. So anyway, anyhow, I will. I mean, he made it to 90, which is that's pretty good. And some people have told me I do actually a halfway decent Sean Connery impression. I'm not going to try it right now, but maybe someday I will grace a video with it. But anyhow, again, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. It's 11 o'clock here. Jason will be starting his live in about an hour. Like I said, I'm going to try to stop by there at least for a little bit. The food project today, for those of you wondering, my weekend food project is going to be homemade sashimi rolls. I've never made sushi rolls before, but I bought the stuff, the little rolling mat, and we've got the rice and everything you need for it. If it turns out good, I'll post pictures. If it doesn't, then we'll just forget about this. But that's the food project for this weekend. And otherwise, just going to be kind of hanging out here at the house with the cats. So, anyway, folks, have a great weekend. Maybe see you over at Jason's, maybe not. But at any rate, we will see y'all next time. So, stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. No matter what happens this coming Tuesday, remember that it's not the end of the world. No matter which way you lean, no matter what you think would be good or not, it's not going to be the end of the world. We as the Lock Sport community have proven that those of us with different opinions, faiths, backgrounds, ideologies, whatever, we can still get along and still, function as a community and have friendships and help each other. And I think that should be something we need to keep in mind with groups of people outside of Lock Sport, coming up, because something's going to happen. And no matter what happens, it's going to happen. And we just need to remember to be decent human beings to each other. So that's as political of a speech as I will ever give on this channel. But I just want to put that out there. So anyway, stocked up on enough whiskey to get through Tuesday. Pretty awesome. Yes, Mr. Ryan, most things in this room don't react too well to Butch. There you go. There's my Sean Connery impression. Anyway, so yeah, folks, have a good one. Remember, we're all human beings. Let's get along, even with our differences. Let's have a great weekend. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble.